Can't believe I made such a fool out of myself in front of her. It's all his fault. Oh, is he going to get eclipsed? Looks like he's going to get eclipsed.
Eclipse apostrophe D.
Yeah. Why in the hell is she always hanging around him? What's going on between them? Going to get him. He's going to get got. To get got.
It's that guy from earlier. We didn't give him a name.
Wait, what's with that gate? It looks way different from the other ones. Hold on. Hold on, nameless person. Coming.
What a lovely place.
Yes. My hair is probably taken deeper inside. Okay, what is with them like teleporting to the end of the instance like immediately as soon as they enter? Because we enter like right behind them.
It's so that you have a dungeon to do.
I know, but at least make it reasonable. Just say like there's some time dilation in here. Like you could just hand wave it like that, and that way it makes sense instead of it just being ignored. Bad enough I have to deal with my sister. Feels like it's up to me and us to save him. I knew you'd follow me in, so helping out. So out of my character. Because my luck was up when I got involved with Co. Pop away. Let's just get this over with. It'll fall behind. You're telling her not to fall behind?
Yeah. I know, right? So, I like this. No, not allowed. These two only. I like this side story because it shows the characters that aren't Ko and Asuka
Doing things.
competent enough and having agency enough to solve one of these on their own.
Yeah, that's understandable. I just didn't like the whole setup for it. Just took a little while. Like, it would have been better if it was just like her giving him food and then like the guys like come talk to me and then the guys like get sucked into the portal. As opposed to that, we had a bit before that and a bit in between that.
You must have maximum boredom or whatever. Maximum inconvenience. It might be weak to or it might be immune to bullets. Welcome to a new enemy type.
Yep. Freebie. Well, that's new.
Yep, they're doing a bunch of new stuff in this side dungeon.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah, try not to do that.
Good try.
There you go. You're locked on, chat. Let's hope yet.
You know I don't like it.
Yeah, except it's really useful.
It is really
against certain
useful,
enemies.
and in most games it is. I just really dislike it in most games because this kind of movement, being limited to only walking in a certain pathway around certain enemies you've locked onto, not ideal. Because you're limited to like a degree of movement as opposed to a free range.
I think it's
dislike
free
it.
range, but just that your camera
私たちのコンビネーション
is
なら
auto-focusing on something.
Yeah, so it changes the relativity of your movement. I don't know. It
Yes.
bugs me in a way that it probably doesn't bother most people.
行きます
Perhaps. It's just, I mean, like, if you were forced to lock on, I could see that being annoying. But you can just toggle it.
Yeah, because like instead of walking past him, I walk around him when I wanted to move like this.
Then toggle it off.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's just why I don't use it very much. Let's just heal Ko too. You know, give Ko a coffee. Oh,
おいしい
guess he doesn't want coffee now.
仕方ないの
he's already achieved maximum coffee.
今だそれそれそれそれ バリアブルメテ
No kill like overkill.
オはい
Yeah.
はい
Those floor effects are really annoying because they just kind of stun lock you unless you are moving forward. It's hard to tell what enemies will have it.
コース
I didn't realize you could control that. I thought it was just locked in.
宝箱です
Maybe it is for everyone, but him. He's the one that can move and shoot at the same time too.
That's true. What have you been playing a lot of recently?
Trails.
Girls? Makes sense. Adds up, adds up.
とどめだよやそれややそれやとどめだよややそれやそれくらいなよくらいなよ
I honestly forgot about do a charge attack.
や
I think the reason I keep forgetting the
so
charge
I've-
attack is it's the ranged attack button.
や
Oh, but you hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been playing Trails, and the game I picked the game back up that I was playing before I started Trails on my Steam Deck, which is still getting used until Thor gets here. Which is the newest Katamari game.
Oh,
Once
I
Upon a
think it's-
Katamari.
グラムインパクトや
The only downside to doing that is my Steam Deck is I'm stuck at work and has nothing to do device. Which means
行くよ
I don't want the volume on, so I'm missing out on all the glorious Katamari music. That's the only downside.
I mean, if you're allowed to wear like an earbud or whatever.
はい
I suppose, but I don't know how many devices my earbuds compare to. I'd have to pull out wired earbuds just for the Steam Deck, and it's just like
I mean,
Okay.
Steam Deck does have a Bluetooth feature.
it does, but I don't know how many devices my earbuds compare
Oh,
to.
I
They're
see.
already paired to two.
Yeah.
ラッキー宝箱じゃん
Your car and Your phone, I assume, right?
I don't. No, not my phone.
Oh.
Or sorry, not my
Oh,
phone.
yeah, I
my
see it.
phone and my tablet.
Oh yeah. It is an interesting 400 HP or death.
I mean, how many resurrection potions do you have? 17.
Yeah.
17. It could totally be fine. Yeah. what's the worst that could happen? Death?
うまいぞグラムインパクトえい
Should probably you just do some more.
えい
Food crafting.
いい
Yeah.
ものみたいですね
Yeah.
I'll do that next because I actually have money. I could buy a bunch of ingredients and then just make a bunch of food. Especially now that I actually have
よよっほっいけよっほっほっいけそうグラムインパクト
there we go. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight with friends. They're like, hey, you should play this game. And I'm like, but I quit that game a long time ago because I was really mad at the developers.
くらいなよ
And he's like,
えい
but you should play this game with me. I'm like, okay. And now I've been playing that so much.
宝箱じゃん
It's like, I haven't been paying attention to it for a long time, so I don't know if this is still the case. But the developers would just actively just not make this the good decision for no reason other than we don't feel like it.
I remember you talking about this. It's been a while, so we can go over it
Okay.
again.
Yeah, at the time,
グラム
they would do silly things like people would ask. Okay, so the game is Dead by Daylight. I don't know how many people have know about it, but it is one of the very few
できますよせっか
like asymmetric PvP games where there's 4 people versus 1. The one person is the killer, and their goal is to sacrifice the other 4 before they escape.
できます
By playing the game, you get a currency, an in-game currency like experience points. They're called blood points, but they're experience points. And then you can spend those experience points to unlock items for each of the characters. Give them like extra abilities, or give them like a one-time consumable item that like changes part of how the game is played a little bit.
インパクト
And so
Okay.
グラム
before, back when I was playing originally, back when the game first came out, you had a cap on these experience points before you would not be able to earn any more. And this isn't too bad if you're spending them all of the time on the characters. But back when the game first came out, there were not so many characters. And so what would happen is you would basically max out the levels on one, but then you could still spend points on them to unlock like consumable items. And you would just end up with like a maxed out experience point cap. Like you would hit your cap and then it would just sit there. And then they would release a new character.
ご来です
And then you would spend all your points on the character.
くらげつれ
And then you would usually finish maxing them out. But what would happen is eventually you just sit on a bunch of points,
せっせっ
and then you wouldn't feel like playing the game
いいものみ
anymore
たいですね
because you couldn't earn anything off of it. And so you just had to put the game down even though you really enjoyed it. And people kept asking for them to increase the cap so that they could feel like their playing would have value. But they just kept refusing to do so. Because I mean the argument is that you would be able to just instantly max out a character or spend a bunch of your experience points on like a seasonal event, which would get you like really powerful items, and they didn't want to like unbalance. They had some sort of weird balance like explanation for it.
Sure. So what that's telling me is what they need to do is create an overflow currency that can only be used on consumables or something.
Yeah, it's a little bit more complex than that, but it also isn't. Like
Does it need
it's
to be
also
more
kind of
complex than that?
It's also kind like the way it's laid out is not quite. It's hard to get into all the details without having to like sit down and like maybe like draw a couple things, but it's not. It's a bit more complex of a problem to solve than just that, but it is also as simple as just allow them to store the points. in a way. You know,
Well, I can see the developer's perspective on this one, right?
I
You're
also
allowed to-
can too.
If you're allowed to stockpile this currency and it's the same currency that gets used in events and stuff, then you need to, once you cap that currency, have an. It's very simple. You just have an overflow currency.
Yeah.
that
So
can just only be used on
yeah,
like characters and not on
the consumables.
other things.
The way that it's kind of hard to say that that's the way that needs to be solved is that the way that you spend the points is the same, regardless of if it's an event or not. For instance,
So, well, yeah, but no. So, I mean, I get that, but like,
おうまいじゃん
like there's only one way to
you're
spend the
capped.
points.
if you're capped, when you're capped, then you're good for the next event or whatever.
Yeah.
But to still feel like you're able to earn something, you need to get the overflow currency, which lets you buy like consumables, which are not much, but it's something.
So here's where the issue comes in.
Yeah.
Is all of the characters have one pool of currency. All of them share the same pool. And all of them
Yeah.
can only spend it in one way, which is spending it on a skill tree that resets. Because when you finish the tree, it generates a new tree for you to spend points in. So there's literally only one way to spend the points, and there's only one bank to store them in.
I mean, then then you need
it's an
to
issue.
create. Well,
Yeah.
you would just if you're storing points and you're capped, you need, like I said, to have an overflow currency, and then he was at 1 health. He's at 1 health. He can heal. But then I guess you need to also open up an overflow only store,
Yeah,
so that they don't interact.
Yeah, the thing is, there's no store. It's literally just the tree. Like, the consumables are
then
in the
you have to
tree.
make it. Like,
Yeah, again, it is an easy problem to solve. But yeah.
砕け散れいくよ筆それ
Dang it, that guy's fast.
それ筆
use your big stuff so that you can regenerate mid-fight.
いきますクロスドライ
This one also heals some stuff.
ブコース吹き飛べあとはよろしく仕方ないな筆それ筆
Hey, he didn't die. Oh.
Yeah, you didn't
I don't have a lot of
う
consumables.
まいじゃん
you didn't stock up. Yeah.
No.
そりゃそ
I'll have to do that now. I've been doing a lot of story. I haven't been buying a lot of consumable items.
やった筆やそうありえないってば
That's rude.
オッケーくらいなよ
I wonder if you just
それ
like
それやそれ
never upgraded their armor, and that's why you're taking half your health.
Maybe. I do need to go and go through everything at the end of this.
それ
Because I there's probably a lot of upgrades, like the skills and stuff, and then there's also probably armor
If you
upgrades.
even make it through.
Yeah.
ライフ
So I think if I just play it safe,
それそれそれ
I should be able to just get him down eventually.
や
The only thing I need to go in for is when he puts his shield back up, and then when he does his big attack, I need to learn how to dodge
あ
that.
りえないってば
And I need to learn how to dodge that one too.
オッケーよ腕それ弾幕弾幕それ吹き飛べ
Remember, you have your yellow hexagon as well.
Oh, that's right.
くらいなよもらったまだまだ行くよそれそれそれそれ
So many extra things.
バリアブルメテ
Look at that.
それそれそれそれよよ腕よそれ
Jump.
それそれよ弾幕弾幕吹き飛べよ
Well,
腕
better than taking
それ
damage, I guess.
それそれ
Yeah, it did make me immune.
それ
Damn, he hits you with that every time.
It's really fast.
よ
I'm always trying to time it, but he always goes real fast.
よ弾幕
Stop,
弾幕
Sora.
変わります
Just because you can take 2 hits. Oh, God.
砕け散れや
There we go. I need to spend a lot of money on consumables.
Yeah, it's a good time to restock. Because you're about to hit another like a new chapter, right?
Yeah. Maybe there's like a new gotcha thing. And money on.
Yeah, just burn all your money on Series 2 instead of, like, potions. It'll be fine.
Well, then we'll got a fish, and then I could sell my points for items, and then sell the items for money.
I mean,
And,
you're not
then I
wrong.
could, and then I could fish,
We can just fish.
or I
for
could
the
just do
rest of the time.
I could just do a free portal, just to get some money and stuff.
Yeah.
I honestly think maybe doing the free rift stuff is probably faster than fishing. I could just sell the stuff I get in the rift, and then get money, and then buy points, and then do the
Maybe,
fishing.
but it really didn't take that long.
It's not really that long. Honestly, you don't really need to do any of this like that. And honestly, just grinding out the games and stuff is
ソラちゃんに
probably
篠宮君
not even like required,
急
and
に
I say
反応がロス
required
トしたから何かと思ったら
for anything other than like harder difficulties, because, you know,
どうして二人で入ったか？
Falcom on difficulty,
納得のいく説明をしてもらえる
where getting the status immunity is probably a requirement for existing.
Huh.
I'd like to hear the reason why you did this by yourself is because we're saving people.
それは
Not like it's illegal. You don't want it to be like more under the table than the underground under the table organization. Just make us a part of it. Come on.
ああだから言ったのに
Told you this
さ
was gonna happen.
その後あの空手部員の記憶はアスカ先輩がきれいに消し
To wipe the memories of
僕
him.
らは案の定
Yeah.
二人して先輩にたっぷり絞られてしまいましたとさ
But yeah, the whole points thing was like one of the many controversies that the developers
あ
had.
あほんと
They also they made a
Yeah,
character that
definitely.
like went against the way the game is played. Like the character was basically useless. They made like one of the killer guys, and so like the way the game is played is you got to hit a character twice, they go down, then you put them on a hook, and then after a while, if no one saves them, then they get sacrificed and they're out of the game. The killer that they made can't down people by using their ability.
眠
And so like
昨日の疲れが残ってる
playing the
な
game as that character
今
was
日く
just
らい
kind of a
サボれば
pain.
よかったよ
After using your ability once, you basically just had to play without an ability.
篠宮君
And it was just like, you designed this game. You've been making this game for like 3 years now. How could you make a character that's so antithetical to the actual gameplay? It's just the stupidest strange stuff that you can come up with that like
おかげ
is
で
what they
調
did
理
wrong.
実習うまくいったから今度お礼に篠宮君にも何か差し入れを持ってくね
Next time I see you, be sure to bring you food as things. Or whatever.
おっす篠宮君どうしたんだこんなところで
What are you doing here?
そうそう、昨日は助かったよ。今度バイト代出たらなんかおごらせてくれよ。
もしかして今の
Oh, is he talking to me?
僕に声をかけたわけなんだよいきなり。
No, because it's an outbreak of friendliness.
もっと
おはようゆうきくん。
Morning.
生島。
昨日は大変だったね。
Yesterday was kind of a pain, wasn't it?
でこんなところでどうしたの？
Anyway.
いきなりってわけでもないのか。僕は一人でも全然構わないんだけど。
This isn't really so bad.
まあこういうのも悪くはないかな。
Yeah, did you see that NVIDIA was trying to buy 500 terabytes of pirated books to train their
何かいいこ
LLMs
とで
on?
もあった？
I sure did.
That's happening regardless if it being public or not. Oh, we love that.
いや別に。
Right.
それよりそろそろ予令だし急いだ方がよくない？
I think the final bell is gonna ring, so we better get moving.
本当だ。走ろうゆうきくん。
You know, at this rate, we might get to the cyberpunk dystopia before the end of our generation. That would be unfortunate.
Right.
ってだからその呼び方はやめろってな。
I'm still waiting for the AR glasses that will, when you go to a store, you can be able to pull up all the data on something by looking at it. That would be neat.
That would be far too useful for the average person.
I know, right? Can't have that yet. Have to make your money off of stuff like that in other more specialist cases first before you can allow that to be accessible to the general public. AR glasses would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, in the surrounding city. There's days of heavy fog, the weather's bad.
I want rain and heavy fog in June.
続いてお天気です。
That would be nice. Oh, for the weather. We're having heavy fog, but it's also like
昨日に引き続き
36
今日も
degrees
朝晩
today.
にかけて薄霧が発生す
See,
る模様
that's
です。
fine too. I want that.
39 degrees.
お出かけの際は十分ご注意ください。
Over here, it's like only in the 50s.
Yeah, it was like 34 when I got home at like 10, and then it was like, was it like 33 or 32? Like in the dead of night earlier.
専門家によると都内で何日も霧が続くのは珍しいそうですが
It's weird. I wonder if this is eclipse related, chat.
これを機に街の違った姿を楽しんでみるのも良さそうですね。
なお、水曜日からは爽やかな快晴となるそうです。
It'll become sunny starting Wednesday.
本格的な梅雨入りの前に溜まっていた洗濯物を乾かしてしまいたいところですね。
Is there anything you want to air out? Then yeah.
続いて芸能ニュースです。若者に人気のアイドルグループスピカのみ
Mini concert, yeah. Very nice. Anyway, let me game. I gotta remember to buy all of my my consumables now before I forget.
No, we need another 45 minutes of cutscenes real quick.
To distract me from buying stuff so I can go into the next mission having
これで
zero
一通り終わ
healing
り
祭
です ね。
Then
で
you'll
は
actually
祭
have to
事イ
get
ベン
good.
トの検討に
Yeah.
多摩エリアの
Can't have that. I want to mash my face against the wall. We need to report on the Tama area Orbital Network. Orbital
No idea what you're
Network.
talking
Oh,
たま
this
に
is
は
time
の
off
ん
and
び
start
り
a break yet. I need to finish Sky 3.
You do.
I do. I know.
You do. Because that's game game 3, and then you have 10 more games.
I know. It's like I have
11 if you want to play the Sky remake.
I might later, like after I catch up, I might go back and play the Sky remake.
You should play it in release order. Play it when I did, which is after Daybreak 2.
そちらはお変わりないですか？
Isn't Daybreak 2 the newest one?
No, Trails Beyond the Horizon. Is
Oh,
what I'm
that's the
playing right
one.
now, which is essentially Daybreak 3.
Okay. That one's actually a story progression thing. So Daybreak 2 was the one that was like
absolutely.
okay. I was lost for a second because for some reason I got the two confused. Because I don't know if I saw I saw a tweet that was earlier. It was like it was either talking about Daybreak 2 or it was talking about Beyond the Horizon. They were like they couldn't tell if this was a sequel or an anthology.